All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the virtual Intro to Business open house. So, I am Larry Baca, and this should be for your son or daughter's Intro to Business class, and my contact information is below. So, a little bit about me is first and foremost, I am a father and a husband, and you can see pictures of my boys right there. That's Griffin up top and Colton down below. And those are, very important in my life. This is my 10th year in education. This is my 8th year at Downers Grove North High School. The first year that we're having to do something like this. And so I think it's a little crazy, and you're going to hear that across the board. And you guys already know that. The classes that I'm teaching this year are Intro to Business, CWT, which stands for Cooperative Work Training, and Internship class as well. They're all housed in the Career and Technical Education department, and I'm a business and technology teacher by trade. I also coach wrestling here at North and boys gymnastics as well. I am also the DECA advisor, which is the business club here at school. So if your son or daughter end up getting interested in business, it's an extracurricular club that they can compete in various categories in business, ranging from personal finance to accounting and management, marketing, business law, general business, ethics, buying and merchandising, you name it, they have a category for it. And usually we have a pretty big club. And I'm just talking about this because this is the Intro to Business class, and so a lot of kids tend to end up liking business and want to do something extracurricular wise. DECA would be a great opportunity for them to be faced with real world business problems and come up with solutions and presentations for them and present them to judges and be ranked amongst their peers, and try to make it to the state conference and ultimately the international conference, which is held out of state every year. This year, FYI, will be held via, we're not sure, but it could be either in person, but my suspicion is that it might be virtual. So there's my credentials. I don't need to necessarily say all these out loud, but you guys can read over them. Went to Elmhurst College for business and a couple master's degrees from other universities. What I will highlight is that I am a business owner myself, and so I own a for-profit real estate business, and I also I'm a board member on a not-for-profit, actually a board member on two not-for-profit businesses as well. So I have experience in both of those fields. And I also spent 6 years in the United States Air Force in the financial management. My job was in finance, so money management in the both active duty and reserves in the Air Force. So enough about me, but you're probably wondering, what is your son or daughter going to be doing in this course? And so I attached the syllabus here, and this is pretty much it. Intro to Business is a class where the students learn a little bit about a lot of the different types and fields of business. This year we're meeting via Zoom. I might also send remind messages, which are text messages that send to your son or daughter's phone without me having their cell phone number and without them having mine. It's a program sponsored by the school. I post all the information on Google Classroom, and we use Zoom. Here are the units of study. We study economics, marketing, accounting and finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. And there is a final in here. I love all these different fields about in business, and so I think it's a great opportunity for the kids to find what they like in business, and then later on in following years they could take that to the next level by taking a more advanced class here at North, and or pursuing hobbies like in the investing unit. Oftentimes kids find that it's a lot of fun. I've been a trader myself for many years, and we get really into it, and we do a simulator, and the kids end up, some of the kids take it to the next level and create brokerage accounts and whatnot, and it's always a cool experience. We also, in this course, we will watch various episodes of The Prophet. It's a CNBC series starring Marcus Lemonis, where an individual goes into struggling businesses and finds why they're struggling and ultimately provides a solution for equity stake in the business, as well. It's a Hollywood glamorized version, way of learning real business skills. And there's a few movies that we watch in here. We probably won't get to them all this year just based on like the virtual format, but The Informant is a real, a based on a true story, movie that talks about international price fixing. We'll watch that in the economics unit. It's actually about a company called ADM, which is right out of Decatur, Illinois. The Big Short, which has to do with the housing market collapse of 2008 and the following stock market crash as well. And The Founder, which has to do with the rise of McDonald's and the founder of McDonald's, Ray Kroc. All right, the rest of this stuff is, in this class is pretty straightforward. Grading scale is very straightforward, as you can see. Um, Formative assessments are 10% of the grade. Summative, which means exams and projects, are 80%, and then the final is 10%. I follow all district policies, so you won't see anything striking or sticking out there. Um, and as far as the environment, the here's the deal: like the kids need to respect themselves, their peers, and myself. I'll return the respect, and usually it ends up being a super happy class. The kids take a lot from it; they learn a lot. It's kind of ever changing and ever adapting, and they end up having a good time and learning. Um, the other things I should mention is if I go back up to the units, we have some projects in here that might look a little bit different this year. So in the marketing unit, we usually have the Mod Pizza Challenge, which is a project where we come up with a market. We come up with a pizza for Mod Pizza across the street from the school, and then come up with a marketing campaign for Mod Pizza, and our class's pizza, and then we compete amongst the other business classes at North to see who can sell the most pizzas. All right. This year, Mr. Himes, this semester, Mr. Himes is the other teacher teaching that class, and so me and him are getting together, figuring out how we want to do that. The odds are it's not going to be a contest this year because we can't encourage large groups to um, get together, but usually it ends up being a humongous thing. We sell over 500 pizzas in one day. We last few semesters we've been setting records because the kids get into it. They market the heck out of it. They put it on social media. They make in school ads, print ads, social media ads. They talk it up word of mouth. They get it on the websites. We've even went as far as having a couple NFL endorsements for it in the past. The kids really take it seriously and want to win, and also just it's a great way to, I guess, use what you learn in the class in an authentic learning experience. And so that's during a marketing unit. We'll have to alter that this year. As I mentioned in the investing unit, we will do a real world stock simulator. So I'll give the kids hypothetical money, and they'll invest it in the real market and see what it does, see if the money grows or shrinks. And then in the entrepreneurship unit, they come up with a partner. They'll come up with a business idea where high school students could practically start up their own business and run that business, and so they'll present that to the class at the end of the semester as well. And the last thing I'm going to mention here, because we don't, you guys don't want to be on here for 20 minutes or anything like that, but I know that times are goofy right now. You guys all know that. And what I would say is throughout this whole thing, it's given me a new perspective. It really helped me. It's even helping some of the kids take a different look at this and see the positives out of things. we're in a great district. Your students have great teachers. They're supported by great administrators. You're in a great community. We have the technology. We have the resources to continue these kids learning, continue your son or daughter's learning in a meaningful, positive way. And it's been nothing but good so far this year. There are challenges and there's hiccups and things like that, but I'm super confident that they're going to get a good experience. I'm very excited for where this school year is going. I'm very excited just to be back with the students and interacting with them on a daily basis. And so I'll leave you with this quote here: "There can be no light without darkness." And so we've seen some darkness in the recent past, and you know what? I think a good way to look at it is to appreciate all the goodness that is actually coming from this. So thank you, and you have a good one.